Attention gamers, previously in Rav's Igloo, I talked about the benefits of running tank runes on Ezreal so that you can consume the boogers of your opponents, but in case you missed it, here is a quick demonstration to summarize my argument. I have asked Frozen Legolas here to act the part of a typical ADC in League of Legends. You will see that his squishy ass is the perfect target for a quick game of surprise you a dead bitch now. So now let's shift our focus to yours truly acting the part of an ADC, building grasp and eating boogers all game. As you see, this raging kittenshit does nothing but tickle my blonde nutsack as I fend off the feline with ease. And many others have reported the successes of their adventures with Booger Boy, so I decided to take this twinkle shit top with all the mouth-breathing melee champs for a few sessions of rapid-fire nose picking to become the tankiest twinkle shit ever. The other team might have the stacking shitter himself, but now your boy was consuming a monstrosity of mucus. Soon enough I was a swollen blonde boy rocking 3600 health and the luxury to be able to jerk my ween while eating an entire Vagar combo and still having enough damage to play some games of peekaboo you a dead bitch before taking the pissy Plant Express back to safety. And by the ends of the games I was a raid boss sucking up pathetic attempts to take me down until every Sam, Betty and Regina on the Rift was running from my bursty boys. So if you were pumped to see some grade A nose picking and are liking what you see on this channel, slap that upward thumb button and consider subscribing for more, and let's get into some games. Here are the runes I took up top. Grasp to become a tanky mucus monster and demolish for them swift shits against the towers. Then bone plating helps out in those times when an enemy gets pissed off after you pick their nose, and finally overgrowth to make the green ween over your head a bit longer. Then I took presence of mind because stacking tier and boogers at the same time makes you one productive twinkle shit and coup de grace so that you can go Mortal Kombat finisher style on all the Rift shitters. The game starts out with me picking boogies of all shapes and sizes out of Monocle Charizard's nose until his retaliations have run him straight out of mana, so I put a ring on him and dash in to slurp one more green bean from that nose. The top-hatted hoe has no choice but to run from my wrath as I launch a big banana to potassium bomb the dragon before sending a last bursty boy off for the kill. A minute later and the giant gentleman lands a spiky trampoline and runs up to play some patty cake, but I decline the offer and send him back to his hooded midgets. Then he asks me to jump again, but I flash through that shit as he tries to go full-blown Feisty Freddy on my ass. I then run into the bush for a quick piss break before finishing the kill. I then take advantage of Charizard being dead and having demolish runes by vandalizing a quick plate off of this tower before he comes back and tries to punish me, but I dash away and slurp one more booger for the road. Feisty Freddy is back in base again, washing the blood stains out of his undies, so I continue drawing finger chickens with chalk against this statue until it sky beams and spawns a pissed off Charizard who was clearly just snorting something strong because the shitter is amped up as he makes me jump a few times and tries to chomp my ass, but it wasn't quite cooked enough, so he stays hungry and falls to the banana bomb bursty boy combo once again. Then I see Tiny Dumbledore jerking off in the bush, so I hit him with the hey what's up before getting cage cucked and kill stolen by Chuckles the annoying shitbag. My team and I are taking a group poop on this tier 2 turret, but then I hear something, so I go to check the hallway and sure enough the whole gang is here, so I run back to safety with a few bursty boys just to see that Chuckles is busy abusing a fat frog despite a giant fight going on as I continue to follow along with the action from my safe lane in the forest. I join into the chaos by hopping on the spiky trampoline and doing absolutely nothing useful except shift shitting in to steal the kill on their mid laner and then launching a fat translucent banana at a player who died 3 seconds ago as we run up to draw some dicks on the tower. Tiny Dumbledore tries to cage cuck us, but I am not falling for that shit until the tower dies, and I fall for that shit as he takes down the lead singer of Green Day and we team up on his midget wizard ass for the kill. The voice-cracking rat in his thick bomb booty tries to chase me down just to get chunked and stunned before the cosmic wheat farmer peekaboo butt fucks my midlaner and then crawls up inside of my asshole as I run toward river. Despite shooting a Q in the entirely wrong direction, I have eaten enough boogers to survive the wrath of Reaper Randy and take him down. Then levitating Aladdin wants to hang out, so I play a few games of I don't need to see you to shit in your mouth to take down the dumb shit in the shrub. I run over to calm down the chickens real quick as they are clearly agitated until I see that a wild Charizard has appeared for Gothic Gosu, and I absolutely cannot let that shitter be the one to tame that certified beauty, so I run up with my Pokeballs and pull a shift shitter over the wall to tame him myself. The game ends in a surrender and my team still fighting with each other because players in my elo have to win both their games and their arguments in order to have fun, but tanky twinkle shit still represented on the meters that game. But now I know after that game there are probably those 6.5 people that are already caressing the dislike button saying stuff like the game ended before Rav even built tank items, or that it only worked because he bullied a total dumb shit in lane and anyone can roll a big snowball. So this second game is for you pissy people to show a game that started off pretty bad for your boy. It started off with Tarzan's wife repetitively making beef stew with my anus, leaving me feeling pretty helpless until I was 0-3 a few minutes into the game. But then the little bomb rat had to inform me that the jungle slut was also shit talking my video, so it was time for a Rav style comeback. And little did her team know that I was slurping high quantities of boogers out of her nose as she kicked my ass, so I emerged from the top lane island with a debut against Greedy Obama for my first kill of the game. Then a team fight breaks out mid, so I come into Coke de Gras 2 anuses with 1 banana as I hop in and stop to give Lamppost Lenny an autograph before Bursty Boy cucking the tie-dyed lizard, all while surviving the pole twirling performance happening on my ass by Jax. There Jax is arguing with my team about what to name the dragon when it's born, so I come in to demand it be named DeMarcus. Then I see a bombing booty coming my way, so I lay down a quick combo with some fizzled dusts to send the thick rabbit back to the grave. We shove some Coke and Mentos down a scuttle crab and are watching the result of our experiment destroy their base. Then I ring the hexplosive rat and do a quick shift shitter out of his nuke before fizzling the midget down. Then 2 Chains and Lamppost Lenny are having a slap fest, so I come film it for pay-per-view and throw a few missed cues like popcorn until 2 Chains comes out on top. Now it's time for me to face my ugly past and confront the jungle slut again. I am still very timid thinking of what she did to me, so I play it like a pussy and shift in at the very end just to build up my courage to face her later. Their team murders my banging internet GF in the forest, so I run in to avenge her. I potassium punch the pussies and then ring Lamppost Lenny to scare him off as Obama and Lizard Lizzie come chasing. Silas steals Lizzie's identity and I donate a Q before slapping some juicy autos on the pistol president to take him down. Then I chase the tie-dyed lizard into the bushes to see she's gone full trophy, waiting for Lenny to twirl his pole at me, but I am now beefy and bursty, so I turn on my fuck them up switch and take both babies down. My internet GF is damn sexy but not very smart and way overextends to get dashed in dick by the jungle slut before she goes full smoky donut on the ground, so I hit her with a shift shitter and some autos to demand payment for the non-consensual sex she got out of me in the early game. Then Tarzan's wife is in full pursuit, so I toss a few cum rags at her to remind her of the good time she had with me in laning phase, and that makes her so emotional that she loses all logic and emerges from her smoky donut to dash into our entire team, resulting in a prompt death. Fast forward 6 seconds because there is no downtime in Rav's videos, and Lamppost Lenny gets crystal cucked and ray beamed by the banging blonde as I run up to shift shit and banana bomb the pole twirling tit before we focus down the useless bomb rat. Then the power of this sexy blonde couple comes to full fruition when Lux crystal cucks Obama and I slap a super fat bursty boy to impeach him. I am just continuing to snipe some boogers out of their noses when Master Yi decides to snort some coke and goes sprinting into their whole team. He accomplishes nothing useful, but I deliver a bursty banana on their team and then kite Lamppost Lenny till he goes to bed as Tarzan's wife 40-yard dashes through the ass of Ash and then trophies herself because she's afraid of this beefcake now, and we all go our separate ways. Then the jungle slut tries to go all dashy dick on me but has to summon her smoky donut instead, so I do a quick shift shitter to let her know that this ass is no longer on the market for her to take. My team is off playing follow the leader, but turns out the leader has the map awareness of a goldfish, so they all get caught out in Hiroshima as I try to keep this team fight from becoming a prompt ace. I miss a few fizzled dicks on their team before getting desperate and ordering a massive translucent banana on 3 of them. Then Jax tries to go full-blown helicopter on my ass, but I kite him back for the kill. I run over to have my banging GF wipe the sweat off my face and give me a quick pep talk before shifting back into the chaos. Luckily I am tanky AF at this point because I managed to dodge 0% of the abilities that are fired at me during the rest of this fight, but the power of Booger Boy prevails over mechanics. I try to finish the ace with a surprise attack on Lizard Lizzie only to get pranked hard by her passive. Here is the final build I ran in this game so that you can all help me answer the dill pickles that will still ask what my build was in the comments, and here is how much health I had with these items. The game totally didn't end in my Jedi jungler disconnecting or us throwing a bad team fight at the end or us losing the game, so instead let me distract you by showing how much damage this tanky twinkle shit laid out on the meters by the end. Now shout out to all the naked Eskimos in this igloo. Let's hit that 100k milestone quick to show that we are changing the game on League of Legends content. Also thanks to all the people on Patreon that are showing extra support for the effort I put into editing these videos. It is by no means necessary, but it is very much appreciated. Now pet your dog, stretch your back, cook your chicken, brush your teeth, subscribe to my channel, join my Discord and spread love instead of viruses. Rav out.